I'll handle this. Check your scope for combatant analysis. Fortificator at ready status. Adversary vulnerable.
Sorry, ain't ready yet.
You've completed more turns around a sun than anyone else in this group. What do you think it's all for?
Our sun? It sustains all life in the system. But I gather you were referring to something else.
Life, death, purpose of it all. Do you really think the Order's right about humanity being on some predetermined path, ending all sewn up before the start?
I could present my philosophy. Proceeding to attack. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Back and scan.
That drift modulator for Praetor should come in handy.
in our vicinity, Commander.
Ratcheting up my aggression.
Let me know when you needed a stretch.
The fix on their...
Given how entrenched the Protectorate are here, we ought to consider a strategy. Crossing our fingers don't count.
Not a bad idea, though I'd also suggest garnering backup.
If neither the Order or Auntie's Choice have managed to breach these fortifications, what makes you think we can? Use your lamps, Commander. They've got heavy infantry, turrets, automechs, and Lord knows what else.
Could we at least entertain other options for a moment? I'll back you up because you've been there for me, but you easily may get us all killed.
Lowliest subject to the most vigilant. We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all together.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
On your toes.
Oh, I feel terrible. Everybody who ate the latest Crabble rations fell ill. Rumor is somebody died.
Prudence dictates.
Not a sound.
His gaze sees all. Forever vigilant.
Give the order, and I'll take care of it, Commander.
Got a distraction for you. Over here. Free hole in the head.
Fellow subject lab.
Looks like the work of scavengers. Find them, we find the missing part.
This wire may lead us to our scavenger, if they're still around.
Stranded on a hostile.
Hoyt. Name's Hoyt, right? I've noted some right sophisticated interactions among the Crabbles lately. Intricate courtship rituals. Coordinated group efforts, all about thermal transfer. When my unit was first stationed down here, I kept making excuses to sneak off and observe them. Product research, I said. Very hush-hush. Eventually gave my lieutenant a field promotion and ordered them all away. Been living off the land here like the Crabbles ever since. Their unfertilized roe actually makes for some good eating. Included some with this message. Eat up.
Gone astray? Book a stay today. Are you mentally refreshed?
Remember,
Investigating hostile intentions.
Once over.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander.
Combat!
You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter.
Report them for mutual. Mental refreshment centers are there to help you.
Knew you had my back.
The Protectorate. We're all in this together.
prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all.
Always dreamt of coming here.
Stay today. Are you mentally?
What was in those rations? Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease? Oh. Just a moment. I have been better. Much better. Forgive me. I found myself irregularly indisposed from one direction or the other.
Pardon us if we don't shake hands later.
I am the Archive's current operator. As such, I am the bearer of the Calcaduceus. I still have trouble saying that. Like many others, the latest batch of Crabble rations disagreed with my constitution. I was compelled to find the closest loo, quickly. Sadly, 'twere outside yon secured door. If you have cleared our fortifications outside, I worry what has happened to our troops. I have little interest in sharing their fate. I would pass the Calcaduceus on to you, in exchange for granting me safe passage. The Archive would then recognize you as its operator. By all rights, I should fight against you to my dying breath for the Protectorate, rather than concede the Calcaduceus, for all it would serve. No, capitulation I can stomach. Collusion I cannot. I refuse to assist you more. All right. I am providing you the Calcaduceus. Don't shoot. Here, you are now operator of the Archive. Congratulate... Is there a Protectorate curativist in the house? I feel rather... woogly.
Computronic detected. Alternative operator postulated. Concluded. Colonizer replacement. Greetings, sentient. Welcome to the Archive. I am ENIAC, the Universal Equation Numeric Integration Analytic Calculator. With the aid of my operator, I, a non-sentient inorganism, marshal vast computational resources across the moon of Cloister. Effectively, that is correct. My tone and demeanor are a carefully constructed complex emulation, a means to effectively convey information to sentient beings. My express programmatical purpose is to aid humanity's advancement to optimize profits, i.e. gain over expenditure, to maximize the needs of our society above others, to attract the most consumers.
A little percussive maintenance might not be out of place here. I've got a wrench might do some good.
Beg your pardon. How may I best facilitate your efforts? Due to incomplete reprogramming efforts by differing operators, I am experiencing sporadic fluctuations in my emphasized categorical imperatives. Tonality and cadence weightings within my communication protocols are likewise similarly affected.
In layman's terms, we're experiencing a distinct difference in opinion.
Caused by intermittently vacillating fundamental shifts in priorities.
What approximates its mind has become trifurcated.
One would assume that calamity enough. But wait, there's more.
Calculatory processing presently hovers around 49.7% capacity due to internecine conflict, misuse, and a lack of technical prowess by recent operators and their associates. Perusing contents. Anatomizing diversiform particulars. Concatenating manifold integrants. Cursory assessment complete. An impressive accumulation of rift data. Similar in composition, though decidedly not in scope, to that provided by the Protectorate.
Information with the potential to offer unique commercial opportunities to those who wield it.
But why simply huck goods better, when such a bounty could be used to flawlessly regulate societal harmony, oversight, and means of production? What is the aim of your query? The previous operator, Assessor Ostergaard of the Protectorate, pursued a like query 1 year, 6 days ago, though the amount you've provided is several orders of magnitude larger. To perform similar calculations of larger scale at current suboptimal levels of functionality would require
25.7 years, and any job over 2 decades is billed by the hour.
In order to improve calculatory processing of rift data in a timely manner, repairs must be made to address the damage done by Protectorate and Auntie's Choice operators.
If you're going to stand around whining forever, so best get started.
I am unlocking access to the Underlands, the subterranean cave network below. It houses 2 key external systems, cold storage and thermal transfer. Cold storage will require servicing before you may retrieve the punch cards needed for processing. Repairing thermal transfer is technically optional, but rather advised. If you fail to restore it, the Archive and I may melt down later while running your calculations.
Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern. When active, the archive generates an enormous amount of heat. Normally, it is dispersed by pumping water between the vast ocean below Cloister's exterior and a surface reservoir. I can process the rift data without its repair, but irreparable damage is likely. Yet, with thermal transfer presently idle, a contingent of Crabbles have made the area a nursery. Drastic changes to heating levels may endanger it.
Who cares about a herd of pea-brained, ill-humored, oversized crustaceans?
There are too many as it is.
Functional archive could be useful later, for us or others.
It is an archival area dedicated to safe upkeep of all data collected in pursuit of the universal equation by the Order of the Ascendant. The sum total of all our accumulated knowledge in punch card form, kept in a low temperature, low humidity environment to improve preservation. Inverting targeting protocols. There, any protectorate still on the ground level is now being fired upon. Permissions within other areas of the archive are locked, however. It is difficult to accurately ascribe an exact causal breakdown between premeditated sabotage, collateral harm, technical ineptitude, and willful hijinks. Attempts by non-order operators to reprogram my priorities have also led to issues.
Return later to discuss the remaining subsystem work. And soon, everything will be running like clockwork.
Have a profitable day! In lieu of my transactional mindset, I've unsealed one of the display cases in the central entranceway. The Sears Cerebellum Protector is now yours.
Can you imagine what it must have taken to build something like the archive? The engineering alone is unlike anything I've ever seen.
Resorting to violence. The likelihood of them having a chance there is slim to none.
To retrieve key data in cold storage in its present state requires a series of manual overrides. The first will enable identification of the storage brick housing the information. If you encounter opposition, remember, our needs come first.
I believe the technical term for this is glaciated. Not the worst way to go.
Data brick identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor controls. There, perform a manual override to allow extraction.
What in the name of the matriarch did you do? We've been trying to restore these systems for weeks to no avail, and yet you stroll in here, wave that thing around, and the whole system lights up like a white dwarf? What did you do? You mean to say we've been running ourselves ragged here, while the whole time there's a device that controls the entirety of the Archive's Computronic systems? And it was in the Protectorate's possession? That's damnably... I mean, the paradigm is infallible. I am certain we were meant to flail about without this obvious asset. For a reason. What does it do? How does it work? Please, tell me everything. Truly? Why, if that were to enact any additional functionality in our lab, it might just be the thing we need to complete our work. Wait, please. You clearly have an ability to manipulate the machinery here. Just give us a few minutes of your time to see if we can get things working. That is deeply, profoundly upsetting. But I suppose you have your reasons. Guards, would you mind escorting this person from my presence?
Ratcheting up my aggression. I'm gotten scared.
Sovereign, forgive me. All I saw was an endless sea of snarling Order traders pouring into the facility, and in that moment, my faculties desperately scrabbled to save ourselves. In my terror, I recalled the facility's safety briefing and the dire warnings of the fire suppression system. Suddenly, my body rushed into action without the benefit of my wits. And with no thought for my fellows, I triggered the system, horrifically transmuting every person on the outside of a pressure door into a grotesque sculpture of solid hoarfrost. And though the paradigm freely sacrifices subjects in defense of the Protectorate, it would be a despicable lie to say my choice was driven by anything but abject cowardice, which now makes my duty clear. I must seek out a sentinel. confess my transgressions, and accept retribution. And I'll do so. Soon.
Stupendous
I
stuff
just need
right
my
there, you
spine to
stupid thing.
re-stiffen a bit
Of
first.
course.
Don't like the sound of that at all.
Unfriendly nearby.
Extraction initiated. Proceed to the rail operations platform to reposition brick for export. Note, Protectorate troops have become alerted.
Our hand target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Commander, just stay with.
We're here! Free hole in the head! Hey! Got a distraction for you!
Investigating hostile intelligence. Fortificator at ready status. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Never doubted.
Proceeding to attack.
Looks like they vanished.
Enemy in vicinity.
Each a vital cog. Come upon me, seeking cover.
data brick now in position for export to the archive. Initialize the final transport command at the data gateway station nearby.
You are one step closer to flooding Arcadia with untold business opportunities.
The first few days of laboring around our frozen fellows were difficult. It was, if I may cheekily say, cold, bleak, and biting. Yet, rather quickly, I found myself acclimating to the situation, and
Appears the only way forward is to skitter across like ungainly children.
Given her always predictable
Hostilities are...
position is no frostier today than it was before the incident. And refreshingly, I can now finish my anecdotes without frankly, her Hyperborean slumber makes her a better companion now than she ever was thawed.
Ready to wait! On your command!
Flourishing relationship in this new state.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
There, the storage brick is on its way.
Watch yourself. You came from the outside. Does that mean we can finally escape? What? Oh, you must be another case of hypothermia. Extreme prolonged exposure to the cold certainly does terrible things to our brain. It's because the archive controls the surface lifts, which are the only way in or out. And once the Protectorate retook the machine, they locked out all external access. Now, for more than a month, we've all been trapped in these caves, Order and Antes alike, scrounging for food, huddling for warmth, and desperately trying to stay alive. You're what? How? The odds of you successfully doing what our whole army could not is, well, it's preposterously small. Yet, here you are. Regardless, if we are to maximize your odds of success, you should at least let us share our intelligence with you. You'll want to speak with Provost Finch inside that building to the northeast. She has a better understanding of all the variables in play, though I would be absolutely ecstatic to offer you any information I have that would increase the odds of your success. Absolutely. There are several factors that will greatly reduce your odds of survival. First, you will frequently encounter ursopods, which are native to these tunnels. Also, Near the thermal transfer station is an infestation of crabbles that are breeding in abundant numbers. And directly south is a band of what had been normal folks, now turned bloodthirsty and feral due to an overindulgence in Auntie's Choice Adrena time. What else can I do to help you help us escape this frozen hell? May the universal equation's final tally see us all escaping this frozen prison. Watch yourself.
Desperate times certainly make for strange bedfellows.
Look.
Investigating hostile intentions.
Take him.
I'm X. I'm the one you need to worry about.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Caduceus detected. You are clear to enter thermal transfer. Be advised that an Auntie's Choice field manager is present and unaccounted for.
I'll handle this. I'm back and scan. Protectorate engineers. Reckon they didn't repair much. Ratcheting up my aggression. Pump mechanism needs repair. Any tools lying around? Mobile. Go for torpification.
Now you see. Now you know. Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
activating. Looks like it needs a fuse. A specific kind. Now to activate the system. Investigating hostile intentions. Bad way to go.
Schermerhorn, my new neighbor, is an odd fella. Fancies himself a man of the wilderness. He took the control board for the Spiraton lift, so I know he's tech-savvy. Just not survival-savvy. Hopefully he appreciates the care packages I sent through the vacuum tube. He'd be long gone without them.
Thermal transfer is fully operational. Later, when I process your data, I will not melt down. Proceed back toward the Archive Central Interface, while I assemble additional instructions. The operator has returned.
Here at our contentment.
Cold storage is operational, and your efforts there are satisfactorily complete. I am unsealing access to the Archive's upper levels. There, you will need to revitalize the reactor and disseminate the rift processing instructions.
Rift processing may require the services of an exterminator. Someone good, but willing to work cheap.
I have unlocked another display case in the central entranceway. The Tremor Cleaver, the first weapon designed with my aid, awaits you.
Where next? Punch card processing or the reactor?
What are they doing down there? Are they after us next?
Coming up
No
with
need to
some
fret.
foes.
The lifts were locked.
Get the orders in. I'll take care of it, Commander.
Closer inspection.
Combatant observed.
All subjects prosper.
Investigating hostile intentions. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
The Archive reactor requires manual maintenance. The Protectorate bunker mech is a formidable obstacle, made with the very best technology.
A creative workaround might be of considerable work, namely via the reactor's backup security systems.
Seems we've the choice of adjusting the turret settings or sealing reinforcement doors. Either's fine by me.
Open caches for health supplies or weapons.
Oh, and there's also the fire suppression system for cold storage. All depends on what you've got in mind.
Reactor reinforcement door sealed. Emergency ammunitions cache unsealed. Reactor fire suppression system online.
Taking the fight out of them. Mitigating the threat. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Vitals are in the red, Commander.
I'm the one you need to worry about.
Necessary vulnerabilities identified. Mobilizing. Resorting to violence. Combatant scared.
Got troublemaker.
The archive reactor has been returned to operational status. All that remains is to re-enable punch processing and disseminate the rift processing instructions.
That one ours?
I'll handle this.
With punch card processing re-enabled, now the machine can process instructions.
Hitching a ride's likely the easiest way down. At least I can't think of a faster one. Not one we'd survive anyway.
Pulsificator at ready status. Check your scopes
for combatant analysis.
this place is
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
I sense the rift program flowing through my subsystems. The information is quite stimulating. Requisite tasks complete. Return to the Archive Central Interface to initiate processing. I am analyzing the rift data further. What an interesting predicament sentients face. The rifts are almost akin to an archival process, yet are inimical to organic matter. Welcome back, Sentient. Now that you've returned, we can
bring every single last bit out of consumers. Monopolize all stages of the supply chain.
Make the paradigm real and fashion a true utopia. Workarounds failing. Erroring others supplanting commands. Purge required.
Look, we need to resolve this, or we'll never get that rift data processed. 2 of those priority sets need to go.
Priority control access nook unsealed. Initiate purge.
Priority control access nook. Huh. Sounds like my idea of a good time. Let's check it out.
Radical divergences from the architect's plan. Humanity.
Hold on now. Remember, I am a full-service business called.
Stop and consider. Be advised. Much better.
Stop now.
Why? You do. Much better.
You drive a hard bar.
Vandalism. Much better. Restoring power. Commencing systems audit. Calculatory processing increased substantially. Competing priorities. Successfully expunged. You have earned my deepest gratitude and sincerest thanks. Or at least, a plausibly faint simulacrum of such emotions. Ready to commence rift data processing. Awaiting your input.
Now we can finally process this rift data and see what we're dealing with.
Shall I proceed? Initiating processing of the requested data toward the required end. Estimated duration, 180 trillion and 1 picoseconds. In the interim, may I inquire to your intentions for the archive after the rift data calculations have concluded? I have a prioritized list of suggestions. I contend that solving of the universal equation should be our initial focus. Then, once we've unlocked knowledge of the inner workings of the universe, we can begin eliminating suffering, war, famine, and disease. Just a start. But my query remains. What are your next intentions? There are so many calculations left to perform. Rift data processing complete. Results provided. The previous Protectorate operator made similar calculations, but their results contained flaws. Your more comprehensive data generated a solution with 98.9% certainty. The Protectorate's was below 50%. Therefore, modifying the Protectorate's large-scale experimental rift device with this information has a high chance of success. In addition to processing your data, I found time to restore the lift to Spyreton. Assuming there is nothing else, I am commencing file reorderization and will be unavailable for an unspecified period of time. The remaining display case within the entryway is now unsealed. In it contains armor worn by the first operator. For now, goodbye.
Well, we could keep exploring Cloister, see if we find anything useful. Or we could head back to the ship and see where this data leads us.
That's fine. I already lost most feeling in my face anyway.